Welcome students. Today I shall give a lecture regarding the histology of the alimentary canal. Histology, you know the term. Histology generally refers to the tissues. It is a branch of zoology which one generally study on the cells as well as also tissues, generally by them that site, that organism generally constructed of. The histology is a branch of zoology which generally deals with the different aspects of the cells and tissues. That science is called as histology. Here, histology means the tissue or cells by which the alimentary canal is constructed of or alimentary canal is formed of. Okay? And it is one topic of the process of digestion. And let us know detail about it. The histology. The wall of the alimentary canal of the vertebrate is made of the four distinct parts. Okay? The distinct concentric rings are there, and these concentric layers are coats you must be find in the wall of the alimentary canal. What are these? First one is the serosa. Second one is known as muscular coat. Third one is called as submucosa. And inner lining layer of the alimentary canal is called as mucosa. Okay? If you refer to the cross section of the alimentary canal, suppose this is the outline of the alimentary canal, then you find at the inner side okay, then you find likely another concentric ring, then you find innerly another concentric rings. Okay, and the outline which are remaining in the outside, and that is also be in this part. Okay, and you mark here the outer lining layer which are generally remaining outside, that is called as serosa. Then underneath of it you find your muscular coat. This area is called as muscular coat. Then inward you find another area that is called as submucosa. Then to inner of it you find the mucosa. This line is called as mucosa. Mucosa is the inner lining layer of the cross section of the alimentary canal. Just at the center you find a space, and that is called as lumen. That is named as lumen. Okay, go in detail regarding your histology. The wall of the alimentary canal of vertebrates is made up of four distinct concentric layers or coats. First of all, you know about the serosa, which stands in the outside as a membrane. The outermost serosa or serous coat is also be known as visceral peritoneum. Okay, that is called as visceral peritoneum, named as visceral peritoneum. Okay, the visceral peritoneum remaining outside of it. Okay, visceral peritoneum remaining outside of it. Okay, thus your serosa, otherwise called as visceral peritoneum, and visceral peritoneum also be known as serous coat, also be known as serous coat. Okay, that is is also be called as serous coat. And otherwise it is named as serosa. These are three names, okay, made up by the what? Your mesothelial cells and a thin layer of connective tissue. Okay, that is constituted by the mesothelial cells. Which cells? Mesothelial cells. Mesothelial cells. Mesothelial cells. Okay, mesothelial cells and a thin layer of connective tissue. After the mesothelial cells, you find the connective tissue. Connective tissue also be remaining in there. That one is called as connective tissue. Okay. By then, the serosa layer is formed off. Next, after it, you find the muscular coat. You find the muscular coat. After the your serosa towards inner, you find the muscular coat. Okay? Or you can explain like this. Your beneath the serosa, the muscular coat is composed of smooth muscle fibers arranged in outer longitudinal and inner circular muscle fibers. Okay? And it will be differentiated as two types. Okay? One is called as your outer coat. Other one is called as inner coat. Okay? The outer coat must be named as your longitudinal muscle layer. Longitudinal muscle layer. Okay? And it will be remaining in the outer lining layer. Towards inner, you find the circular muscle layer called as circular muscle layer. Okay. However, the outer one, which one generally called as longitudinal muscle layer, in there you find the longitudinal muscle fibers. In inner coat, which one generally called as the circular muscle layer, in it you find the circular muscle fibers. And by them, this muscular coat is formed up. In case of the mammal, you find one extraordinary layer towards inner. That one is called as oblique muscle layer. That is called as oblique. O-B-L-I-Q-U-E. Oblique muscle layer. It will be remaining after the circular muscle layer. Okay, in case of the mammal. Okay, and you mark here. In there, you find also network of the autonomic ganglionated, your mesenteric plexus or our beach between them. Okay, Auer beach, A-U-E-R, B-E-A-C-H, A-U-E-R, our beach, B-E-A-C-H, Auer beach. Okay, Auer beach you have seen in there. Between them you find that your complex that is called as your myenteric complex. Myenteric complex. In it you find the myenteric complex. Okay. Myenteric complex of the Auer beach between them. And that is called as your muscular coat. Then after it, you find third layer in there. The third layer is called as submucosa. That is called as submucosa. Okay, the submucosa remaining towards the your inner side of the cross section, and submucosa remaining just beneath the muscular coat lies the submucosa and a connective tissue layer containing the elastic fibers, nerve fibers, blood vessels, lymphatic vessels and glands, and that area is called as submucosa. Submucosa comprising the loose connective tissue. Loose connective tissue. It will be comprising loose connective tissues. In it you must find the nerve fibers, blood vessels, okay, and lymphatic vessels, these are present in the submucosa, in the loose connective tissue. Okay, then after it you will know the what? Your mucosa. Mucosa is the inner lining layer. And generally it is the inner lining layer of the lumen of the alimentary canal. That is called as mucosa layer. Okay? That is the innermost coat, or also we call as mucosa, is further differentiated into the columnar epithelium, corium, muscular mucosa. Okay, these are the three differentiations in the what? Mucosa. Let us read detail about it. First one is called as your what? Your columnar epithelium. Called as columnar epithelium. Okay. Second kind is known as your what? Your corium. 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 And third one, and that is also be that is also be present in there. That is called as muscularis mucosa. Called as muscularis mucosa. Shortly say muscularis mucosa. Okay, and these are the three differentiation you must be find in the mucosa, and in there your mucosa cells are present, and generally they are secreting mucus. So this layer is called as mucosa layer, that is the innermost coat. Okay, and listen detail about the mucosa. The innermost coat or mucosa is further differentiated into three differentiation named as columnar epithelium, corium, muscularis mucosa. Let us know about your columnar epithelium. Columnar epithelium is the innermost layer of the columnar epithelium, and often the glandular and ciliated, supported by the thin basement membrane, and that is called as columnar epithelium. Okay, and secondly you find the corium. After it you find the corium. Corium remains underneath of it, and middlemost layer of the mucosa, that is called as corium, the middle thin connective tissue called the lamina propria. Lamina propria. Lamina propria. Propria. That is called as lamina propria. In corium you find the lamina propria. Okay. The lamina propria, that is otherwise called as corium, and having the blood capillaries and the lacteal vessels and nerve fibers. Lacteal vessels, that is the very narrow duct of the lymphatic vessels, that is called as lacteals. LACTEALs. L-A-C-T-E-A-L-S, lacteals. Okay, these are the small vessels of the lymphatic vessels. Okay, these are also be seen in the lamina propria or also be at the place of chorion. Okay, and nerve fibers must be seen and blood capillaries must be found in there, and that area is very sensitive in the mucosa. Then you know about the muscularis mucosa, which will differentiate the submucosa from the mucosa. That is the outer narrow band and inner circular and outer longitudinal muscle fibers. In muscularis mucosa, you mark there, suppose it is the mucosa region, it is the submucosa region, okay, just at the end of your corium or lamina propria, in there you find the muscles. The circular muscles are running, and just like the circular muscular coat. Okay, then towards outer you find your longitudinal muscle there, longitudinal muscle there, but relatively very smaller in size. Okay, and its diameter also be smaller. Like the muscular coat, it will be stands in between the submucosa and mucosa, and this area is called as muscularis mucosa, MM. Okay, and that would differentiate the mucosa from the submucosa. Okay, and by these manners, and you must find your muscularis mucosa, which is constituted by the circular and muscular, okay, and also longitudinal muscular fibers, and by them it is constructed up, and so it is called as muscularis mucosa. We separate the mucosa from the submucosa, and this is the total or detailed description about the histology of the alimentary canal of the vertebrate organism. Thank you all.